Alright, let's be real for a second. Not all of us were born with a green thumb. Some of us, we've killed a cactus, somehow. Laughs. But hey, that doesn't mean you gotta give up on houseplants altogether. Yeah, been there. More times than I want to admit. But good news, you don't need magic powers to keep plants alive. Today, I'm showing you 10 houseplants that you probably can't kill. They're low maintenance, tough as nails, and perfect for people who, let's just say, tend to forget they own plants. Trust me, if I can keep these alive, so can you. And if you still manage to kill these, I don't know, man. Maybe just stick to fake plants. Alright, let's get into it. This bad boy right here, the snake plant, also known as Sansevieria if you want to sound fancy, is basically indestructible. I forgot to water this thing for, like, a month, maybe 2, and guess what? Still alive. Honestly, I think it thrives on neglect. But hey, don't go overboard. Snake plants hate overwatering. Want to kill it? Drown it. Otherwise, this thing will survive in low light, bad air, and your complete lack of effort. Bottom line, if you manage to kill a snake plant, respectfully, plants might not be your thing. But hey, we got 9 more easy ones to go. Next up, the Sago Palm. Looks like a little palm tree, right? But don't let that fool you. This thing is more of a dinosaur than a beach vacation. This plant has been around for millions of years. If it survived literal dinosaurs, trust me, it can survive you forgetting to water it. Pro tip: Sago palms hate too much water. Water it once every couple weeks, and you're golden. Too much love? Boom root rot. Less is more, my friend. Give it some sun, ignore it most of the time, and it'll be happy. But if you overwater it, yeah, might want to start looking at fake plants. This right here, the money tree. No, it won't actually make you rich. Trust me, I've checked. But it will survive even if you're kinda bad at plant care. Super chill plant. Doesn't need direct sun. Doesn't need constant watering, honestly. It's like a low-maintenance roommate that just vibes in the corner. But, word of advice? Do not drown this thing. Water it when the soil's dry. But don't let it sit in water. You want good vibes, not a swamp. Bottom line, treat it right. And this plant's basically unkillable. But if you somehow do kill it, well, let's just say that's a bad financial decision. This beauty? The rubber plant's so chill, it's basically the houseplant version of a leather jacket. It's got big, bold leaves, doesn't need much attention, and barely complains. Low light? Fine. Forget to water for a bit? Still fine. But here's the deal: don't go overboard with the water. Let the top inch of soil dry out first. Overwater it, and you're gonna have a sad, mushy mess. Treat it right, and this thing will grow big and strong. But if you drown it, well, that's on you, man. Now this is a Croton, of the flashiest, toughest plants out there. Looks high maintenance, right? Plot twist, it's actually pretty hard to kill. Crotons love bright, indirect light. Put it in a dark corner, and it'll get real dramatic, like dropping leaves for fun. But keep it near a window, it'll thrive. These guys like humidity, so give them a little mist now and then. But when it comes to watering, keep the soil moist, not swampy. Look, if your Croton throws a fit and drops leaves, don't panic, it'll bounce back. Just give it good light, a little misting, and don't overwater. Simple. This little guy, the Ponytail Palm, basically the houseplant equivalent of a beach bum. It thrives on being ignored. Seriously, if you overwater this thing, it will not forgive you. It's got this big base that stores water, so just let the soil dry out between waterings. Think of it like a cactus but fancier. Loves bright light, barely needs water, and somehow still looks stylish while doing absolutely nothing. Want an easy plant? Get this. But if you drown it, well, maybe plants aren't for you, my guy. This right here, the ZZ plant, possibly the toughest houseplant on the planet. You could forget it exists for a month, and it'd still be thriving. Low light? Cool. No water for weeks? Also cool. This thing's basically the houseplant version of a survivalist. But do not overwater it. This plant stores water in its rhizomes basically, built-in water tanks. So let the soil dry out before you even think about watering. See this? Water too much, and it'll go from unstoppable to underground. Let it be, and it'll reward you by staying green forever. If you kill a ZZ plant, honestly, that's a you problem. The Areca Palm, basically your living room's tropical upgrade. Want to feel like you're on vacation without leaving your house? This is the plant for you. It's got that island resort look, but here's the kicker: it's actually easy to keep alive. You just gotta know what it likes. Light? It loves bright, indirect light, not too harsh, not too dark. Basically, the Goldilocks zone of lighting. And water? Keep the soil lightly moist, but don't drown it. If the leaves start getting brown tips, it's thirsty. If they turn yellow, you're overdoing it. This plant's pretty forgiving, but if you let it dry out completely or overwater it, well, say goodbye to your tropical vibes. Keep it happy, and it'll turn your home into a chill Paradisino plane ticket needed. Meet the peace lily, easily one of the classiest houseplants out there. Looks fancy, acts dramatic, but somehow still hard to kill. This plant, it'll pretend to be dying just to get your attention, but all it really wants is a little drink. See? Total drama queen. But hey, it makes plant care super easy. Just water it when it starts looking pathetic. Peace lilies love low to medium light, which is great if your home doesn't get much sun. Just don't put it in direct sunlight, or those leaves will crispy fry. Bonus? It actually blooms indoors. So if you want a houseplant that does a little extra, this one's got you covered. Only thing, do not overwater it. If you turn this thing into a swamp, it'll go from peace lily to rest in peace lily. This right here? Aloe Vera. It's tough, it's useful, and it basically takes care of itself. Forget to water it? No problem. Need a quick fix for a sunburn? Also no problem. This plant hates too much water. If you water it like it's a fern, it's gonna rot. Just let the soil dry out, then give it a little sip. This thing loves bright, direct light. Stick it in a sunny window, and it'll be thriving. Stick it in a dark corner, it's gonna struggle. Aloe isn't just a cool-looking plant, it's basically nature's first aid kit. Got a cut? Sunburn? Dry skin? This little guy's got you covered. Seriously, the only way to kill this plant is by loving it too much. Water it once in a while, give it sun, and just leave it alone. If you do manage to kill an aloe vera, I don't even know what to tell you. So there you have it, 10 houseplants you probably can't kill. Low effort, high reward, and they make your space look awesome. Which one's your favorite? Or do you actually have a story about killing one of these? No judgment. Drop it in the comments. If this helped you, hit that like button. And if you want more plant tips without all the complicated stuff, subscribe and stick around.